we play the Hold Steady because it is girls go for status, and we like the song. All right, so here's the deal. Pablo Torre, our good friend, who's Katie Nolan will be on with us at 9. Pablo Torre was kind enough to do this show. He is an inspiration to me. He has been able to, he's way smarter than me and more articulate, so he's been able to kind of explain this whole situation better, and he's attacking it as a Harvard-educated reporter would. He does an interview in Vanity Fair, and here's how he describes his look at the Belichick-Hudson relationship. When he's talking about the CBS interview, he says, I was not surprised, but I was in awe. If there can be a nuancing of the reaction, I was not surprised because I've been hearing stories like this. I was in awe of the things I'd been hearing. I was in awe that the things I had been hearing were so manifest in this on-the-nose, almost scripted HBO comedy sort of way with this feature on CBS Sunday Morning, which wanted to do a puff piece and ended up being unable to avoid the actual lead story, which is a very articulate way that I couldn't read right, ironically. A very articulate way of putting what I had been saying all along. CBS this morning, it's almost impossible a feat. It's like winning the lottery that she was able to manhandle that. Like, you'd have to be so outrageously bad at your job that you were almost like being on purpose. You were trying to ruin it. That was an easy situation made incredibly difficult by an idiot.
Won't get any easier.
An idiot working for an idiot, quite frankly. I mean, in the world of PR, she's an idiot. There's no other. I'm not being mean. She is. And Bill Belichick is obviously an idiot outside of football.
I don't know that anybody. I guess some people probably go into PR and have like some natural aptitude for it, and it's not something that you learn right away. But she's got obviously no experience for it, and seemingly no instincts for what a good PR person is, and she's doing a horrible job.
Well, a lot of PR people are attractive women, so maybe she thought that's all you had to be. But there are also you can be not good at it and not do what she did. I mean, you have to also be incredibly arrogant and think that you're far more intelligent than you are.
I would think for a PR person, it's much like a doctor. First, do no harm. Like maybe you're not the best PR person if you let your client go out there and hang themselves on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But what you really can't do is make it worse for your client by what you do.
Right. Like a bad PR person would have not talked to the CBS this morning and had like a handle on things, but they would have at least had the lack of self-confidence or the wherewithal or social skills not to interrupt the interview while it was going on, just to kind of go, oh boy, and nothing even happened that required that. I guess a bad PR person wouldn't have coached what to say when this inevitably was asked. Would be what a bad PR person would do.
Yeah.
And then kind of shrink back while it was happening and go, oh boy, I'm in trouble. Instead of arrogantly, dismissively to the CBS network telling them that this was off the table, which Edelman said is just what PR people do, which is so funny because it's just why. Why did you say that? It's so wrong, and he knows it's wrong.
You don't play for him. You haven't played for him for how many years?
But there's a way to defend someone without just saying something entirely that even my mom would know is wrong.
Hey.
Like my mom isn't fluent in PR, but my mom's an intelligent person. She would know that this isn't supposed to happen. My mom's 82. She's the audience for CBS This Morning. It's not like my mom saw that and went, "Oh, this should happen." Like it's something that that they're not being even vindictive. Like you would have had to push them so far to get them to include that. Like you gave them a reason to make a big deal about it. Anyway, let's get to it. We have Max on next, so this might take 2 segments, and then we'll have to go into Katie Nolan. There's going to be a lot of Belichick.
It's going to bleed to Monday.
Yeah, this is going to be good stuff. All right, first of all, Pablo, this is just so fun and so great. All right, so Pablo Torre, who's the best, it wasn't enough just to see the Ring camera, which we enjoyed, and I do think justifies the internet and all the harm it does in a way. Pablo Torre, he went to the actual home. Like, I knew where it was and had seen all the angles, but I never went there, and I live here.
Fantastic.
Pablo Torre flew in and went.
Awesome.
This is how good he is. Yeah. Here he goes.
I decided to take a trip.
You went to the town.
Shut up, Pablo.
You've been to
Shut
this
up,
house?
Pablo.
If you show me a ring cam video with you.
Pablo, what the fuck? Pablo, what the fuck?
This is crazy.
Pablo, what the fuck?
I found the Airbnb listing, which had been taken down previously. It was not the same one, but I was matching photos. And I wasn't sure if it was the house. Like, how could you really tell? It wasn't exactly, screenshots of the Ring camera video that we had shown. But the smoking gun did reveal itself among the reviews.
Oh, my God. Jordan from Chatham, Mass.
Oh, my
July of
gosh.
2023, 5 stars. Great spot, great views, great host, great value. Thumbs up emoji.
So this genius is banging Bill Belichick on the sly. Decides to leave a review for the Airbnb. This PR, this shrewd manipulator of media, put things on Instagram, get famous. Bang old famous guy, get on Instagram, get famous, check. Now I know how to do it all. You have an Instagram account and you banged an old guy. Those are the 2 achievements. Let's take the next step slowly. She's reviewing the Airbnb that she was banging Belichick in.
Right.
Put my name on Yelp and Google reviews.
Yeah, why don't you just put it on an escort site, how good Belichick is at banging, how long it takes. And I'm not inferring she's an escort. I don't think she is. I honestly don't think she is at all. But
Somebody did. But again, we got a lot to get to here.
oh boy.
And that review encouraged me to rent this Airbnb. At this point, I'd like to take you on a tour
I love that.
of my vacation
Great.
getaway. So here I am in the foyer. There's the curtain in front of the washer dryer. This is the door to the kitchen.
Great.
It's
What's
very
that called?
nice.
Railroad styles?
Very nice, railroad style, long hallway. And we're at the end of the property. This is about 700 square feet. There's some nautical theme stuff you may see. Very clean, very nice. Opening up of the sheer curtains to the bedroom. And
whoa. It's a railroad style house. The whole place is
And there is
in one straight line.
It has a college dorm sort of scale to it.
Yeah.
It is the downstairs apartment of a house.
That is what it feels
in
like. Yep.
Winthrop, Massachusetts.
Winthrop, of course.
Of
Winthrop.
course, Winthrop.
Just outside of Boston. And when I took this tour and I got the gist, I was like, I think my work here is done. What happened was
Just when you thought you were out.
the upstairs owner was like, I want to introduce myself.
Oh,
She came downstairs, stopped by, and for better and for worse, recognized me.
oh dear.
At which point I said, hi, would you be willing to answer a few questions
Journalism.
about your property and what seems to be the most famous porch in Massachusetts? And provided that we kept her anonymous and just used the audio, she agreed.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
my God.
Oh my God.
I'm stopping there. I'm stopping there. Because we'll talk to Cedric and then we'll come back.
Okay.
I have a moment to kill, so I'll take this,
Major
Ben,
league
because
tease.
I do want to stop here because I want to.
Major league tease.
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know anything.
Fred.
Just real quick, Fred. You're not getting the visual of this yet. You'll get to watch it later on, obviously.
Yeah,
but
of course.
As Pablo's taking you on the tour, he does like an old school gag in the bedroom where they've got the long shot of him standing next to the bed and he's looking at the bed. And then he does the slow look up to the camera.
You're gonna like it.
Whoa.
Nice. So that is where they, you would imagine, consummated things, and where he took his shirt off to show his hairless man boobs. Ben, go ahead.
I don't know that he's hairless as much as it's that translucent old man hair that he's developing.
I'm getting there. Ben, go. But I think that I always will be. It will always be obvious that I am a man. If I chopped off Belichick's face and legs, you couldn't with all certainty tell me that was a man. Ben, go ahead.
This is incredible. I'm loving it. But I just had to say, just to call back to what you've said in the past, Fred, I mean, you completely changed my perspective on Bill Belichick, right? At first I thought, genius, just socially awkward, idiot outside of football. I think he's just a complete idiot. I mean, how dumb can you be? You have a writer who's going to write your book for you. He's going to write the book for you, right? Nobody writes those sports books. And he says, Bill, give me an anecdote on Tom Brady. Give me something specific about Tom Brady that no one else would know. Oh, he's just really competitive.
Right.
He just wants to win. He wants to do so much better. Say anything else.
Tell
Say anything. Oh, in the film room one time, he pointed something out to me, and I didn't see it, and then we won the game. Great. Everyone would love that. But no, he says, generally he's competitive. I mean, that's just stupid.
Or he saw
stupid.
a tell, like this corner in this game. Like it could be something. It could be like some coaching nerd stuff. Like he saw a tell in this game that Asante, Sauce Gardner. I know he didn't play against him. I'm just trying to think of a corner.
Whatever.
Order was like moving his right hand
Right,
when he
sure.
was going to be doing this certain kind of defense.
Yes.
No, it's tell me a Tom Brady story, which the one in the book. Oh, yeah, Tom always wanted to win. But we'd win by 30, and he'd say we could have won by 40.
Wasn't that awesome?
I'm starting to question because we always just assume that coaches are like way smarter than us because like they've had success at this high level. But I'm starting to wonder, like if these, because I think of the guys who coached my high school football team, they were morons, real idiots. So I'm starting to think that maybe some of these guys are just idiots that just kiss the right asses. I don't know.
At the same time, you have a Patriots fan calling up saying that he loves this, and I don't think there are any Patriots fans left that can separate the two. The great head coach and this story.
Well, if they can, they may go elsewhere because I can't, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. No, I get what you're saying.
Regardless of what station they listen to, it's impossible to separate the two things now.
If you're insisting on it, then I have no time for you. You know what I'm saying? This is transcended feedback.
Yes.
I've told you this for the first time in my career. I really could care less of anyone except for you guys, the five of you. I could really care less about anyone else's interest in it. I find it to be fascinating, and I trust my instincts because every time we've been talking about it, another legitimate news source like the New York Times writes a real New York Times article about it.
I know.
It's transcended TMZ.
It's not page 6 stuff. It's the Washington Post. It's the New York Times.
Because it's not just it's. It's funny. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. I know I went long when I shouldn't have, but this is the end. Is that they were like, I don't care at all about the Karen Reed trial, but I do care about this Belichick thing. And the thing is, obviously, it's very sad someone died, and that's terrible. And I love police officers and all that. But Karen Reed is just some lady in Canton. Bill Belichick, there's so much about this persona that he forced upon everyone in such an arrogant fashion. He was such a bully. He banned people from the facility for asking normal questions. He was a dick. And what's coming out about his past is he was like not so great with women, but and willing to pay to get them away. But the thing is that it's such a fall from grace. All this manufactured persona was just a fraud. And that is what's so great. Because Pablo not only is investigating this, he's going full on. I've just been making jokes about this for over a year. Pablo Torre actually went to the Airbnb that Bill Belichick's famous ring cam footage, the justification for the internet, was filmed. Now, when we played the last clip, it was just him informing the show that he had gone. And just a tour of it. It was like a railroad style, I guess it's called, which is one line, like a one hallway with very dorm-like, he described it as. And we also learned that Hudson, in her brilliance, left a 5-star review of the Airbnb that she banged Belichick in secretly. So good. I mean, it's a collection of great minds. It's like a Sherlock Holmes novel.
And if you try and convince yourself or explain that away by saying, well, at the time she was just hooking up with a guy and she didn't have designs on becoming famous, or it's, oh, stop it. This is what she's about. She's into beauty pageants, and she was with an older rich guy before, and now she's getting with another older rich guy. You don't think that, like, her plan for a long time has been to get famous virtually just for being famous?
Okay, let's go the opposite of it.
That's what she wants.
Let's take the opposite stake. She doesn't want to be famous at all. All right. You're banging a guy that's that much older who's that famous. Okay. You still don't want that information out. Like, there's no scenario doing that what she did is not dumb. No. Like if I was me, I wouldn't care because like what it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not even old enough for any of this to matter. But like, But like if I was super famous, or if I was, say I slept with a woman that was like super famous, I would know like she probably doesn't want this getting out. So I certainly wouldn't be. I'm a dumbass, but I'd be smart enough to know not to leave an Airbnb thing in my name. Are you crazy? All right. So this is Pablo Torre talking to the landlord of the Airbnb Belichick was in was very much his style. It was the bottom unit of another place. It was like a rented out apartment of another place. So he talked to the owner of the place.
I got good news and bad. The bad news is I have no idea where his shirt is.
Oh, damn.
Because here exclusively for the first time is the other video.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Okay, this is another Ring camera. He got other additional Ring camera footage. There's a lot to this. I'm getting it piecemeal because of the way the show is structured. But this is him looking at the other Ring cam footage.
I got good news and bad. The bad news is I have no idea where his shirt is.
Oh, damn.
Because here exclusively for the first time is the other video.
Oh, my God. Oh.
He has a satchel.
Yeah, it's got a little merce.
A work bag, right?
No, he's got now, is it a fanny pack?
Oh, no. This is like an old school leather, like 1980s satchel that you would see like in a... what's the?
It's almost like a doctor bag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Midnight Run, Hardy. Like they'd be taking that bag, all over the place in Midnight Run. Your favorite movie.
Yeah. Well, you know he has to. Hey, Papa. You know he has to divide his pills by the day, and that can be cumbersome.
Yeah.
There's 7 days in a week, and regardless of the amount of pills you have to take, that can be very cumbersome. And probably there's nothing hotter to a 19, 20-year-old than taking out your medicine calendar.
He's got it slung over his shoulder, no shirt on still. So it's shirtless Belichick with the satchel.
And again, with the satchel, I then defy you, really, if you took his head and legs off, to be able to definitively say that's a man. That is a point that I will take to the grave. If I showed that to you on a lie detector, could you tell me that if that was a man or a woman just based on the torso, and add in the womanly bag, which is very effeminate of him, and almost a little making him endearing to me because he's not afraid to show his feminine side, which I think is a very nice trait in men.
Yeah, it's got a little merce.
A work bag, right?
He is very shirtless.
It's going to
He has like a leather
It is a high
satchel.
key, isn't it?
Okay, so he's still topless. Absolutely yum delish.
Great. A bag with a leather strap that he's clearly not figured out how to tighten because it's looped in a way you definitely wouldn't be choosing.
Yeah, I have a feeling Bill doesn't know how to do a lot of things. Like, I have a feeling like Bill doesn't know how to do very basic things. Like, I'm not even talking about Hardy levels of handiness. I'm talking about, like, screwing in light bulb stuff. He's a real moron.
And a hydro flask.
He's holding one of those steel
metal flasks you put water in, then he puts it down by the wheel well.
Well, it's not prune juice. I mean, I would imagine that after a long night that
keep
you
yourself
have to,
regular.
Well, I mean, he probably took her to a meal, and who knows what they ate. There could be a lot of. I mean, you can't just sit there with his waist in him all day. Mm-hmm. He needs the prune juice. So he has what you're telling me is he's wearing a man bag. He's still shirtless because why not unleash those puppies? But he's shirtless, but he's also carrying a hydro flask and a purse.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's clearly not figured out how to tighten because it's looped in a way you definitely wouldn't be choosing. And a hydro flask.
He's holding one of those steel
metal flasks you put water in, then he puts it down by the wheel well.
Yeah. But I would say he looks, and this is sort of normal for our guy Bill, he looks kind of disheveled. Even if you saw another man at that exact same age in the exact same state, Bill has a little bit of disrepair to him.
That is I just woke up hair. That hair has not yet been vertical to the point where it falls. It's like it was just up against a pillow.
Bedhead.
Yeah. There you go. Bill, after a night out. Now I have to see this video. Do they show the video?
Oh, they absolutely do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's time stamped, I think, at like 6 a.m.
So
this is early morning Bill.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
you get in the first video just him coming out, looking a little confused. There's more movement. There's more sadness. and for you, Joy, that you will derive from watching this.
Well, it adds an interesting point. Why did he go out the first time and then go back in and not get his clothes on and just grab a couple things and then go out again? Like it seems like he had to get his wits about him.
It is what the hell happened? Where the hell am I?
Yeah. So what that tells me definitively is that the first time he went out and was like, "What's going on? Where am I?"
Yeah.
Then he went back in and grabbed his stuff hastily, came back out, and was still a little bit like, "What's going on?" Because how many times have you gone on the front porch of somewhere, looked around, and then gone back in?
Okay, I think the timestamp might be the clue. He might be trying to avoid the walk of shame. He might be trying to get out of there. He's going out the first time. Let me see if anybody's up doing a beach walk or whatever else, because they're right there on the beach. Okay, let me grab my crap and get out of here ASAP before anybody's up.
I got
to see
news
me.
for you, Adam. Getting out there on the porch the first time and looking around isn't a good way not to be looked at. How about a window? Or something of that
Fair.
nature. Like, why would I go on the front porch to see if anyone was around before I went on the front porch? I mean, he's obviously doesn't know where the hell he is. Now, is that related to chemicals or just his brain? I mean, I don't know. But, I mean, I could only hope when I'm in my late 60s, early 70s that there's moments I wake up and have to figure out where I am and how I'm going to get out. At 6 a.m. I'd like to think by that time I'm having sex and like satisfied enough with the situation being okay, where I don't have to, dart out and look around confused. Like if that's the situation, I would like to think that I'm like happy I just had sex. Like I don't. Everyone come look at me. I've had sex.
No.
Like hey. Look at what I just did. I just had sex. Like, what? Yeah, it's Fred Toucher.
Look what I accomplished.
Yeah, it's Fred Toucher. Yeah, there's a girl in there. Yeah, I banged her. Yay! And it went well. Like, we're still friends. Like, everything's cool.
I don't have to leave.
Yeah, like, in the Airbnb, leave. Like, we had sex consensually, and we're still friends. That's what I want to know. That's how I try to leave things with women I make love to, if I do. Is I like to after it's over, both of us happy that it happened.
Always a
I don't know if
positive.
they're fully satisfied. That's out of my control. But at least, hey, I'm glad we did it. Oh my God, he's disgusting. He's disgusting, and I know because I am too. And I don't want to see myself on a ring cam video.